Hi everybody, my name is Tabitha and I've got a quick lower body strength training workout for you today. So you'll need a moderate to heavy weight. You could use 2 dumbbells that are lighter, kind of push them together. You could also use a kettlebell. I'm gonna use a mixture of both, and you're also welcome to follow along at home with simply your body weight. Either way, you're gonna get a great workout. So let's begin. First off, we're gonna start with our warm up. So we're just gonna go into some basic bodyweight squats. So we are sinking the hips behind, kind of descending into the heels, pushing the weight to the outside of our foot and kind of pushing down with the big toe as well. So you don't want to just completely rock back with no balance in your front foot. So we want to think inhale down, big exhale up, and we're going to shoot for around 10 reps. Once we've done those 10 reps, we are going to come into a reverse lunge. So I'm just going to alternate legs here and shoot for 10 reps per side. But you want to shift your weight to the outside of your foot and make sure that your knee is going right about over your third toe. So never wanting to just completely fall forward with your lunge, but kind of sink down into it. You can have a slight forward lean with your torso. We've got 5 reps here, and we'll just keep stepping it back. So we're just warming up our quads here and trying to get a deep stretch into the glute as well. We'll do a couple more per side, and then we'll warm up our hamstrings just a little bit. All right, so from there, I'm gonna have you reach your toe towards your face as you push your heel into the ground and push your hips back and away. So you're gonna get a little tension through your hamstrings. And think about a big exhale as you reach. So we're gonna shoot for around 10, and then we'll come back to our bodyweight squats. So I like to do around 2 to 3 sets of warm-up exercises just to get the blood flowing and prepare the body for the workout. So we got our bodyweight squats again, still keeping the torso upright, back staying straight, and squeezing glutes at the top. Inhale down, big exhale up. Perfect, y'all. 1 movement at a time, just getting the blood flowing. Perfect, we'll do about 3 more. And last one, up nice and tall, shake those legs out, right into our reverse lunges. We'll shoot for 5 per side this time. Stepping into the front heel, sinking your weight backwards, and pressing the ground away from you as you stand. Inhale down, big exhale up. Last one on each side, and then into those hamstring scoops. So just shifting the hips back while keeping your torso nice and straight. So back stays straight, chest stays open, head can be neutral. You don't want to look necessarily way down or super far up. Keeping that back so straight. We'll do 1 more each side. And final warm-up round. Going into those bodyweight squats once more. Pushing the floor away. Kind of think about if there was a line of separation on the ground, your feet would be pressing that floor apart as you go. So that way, glutes are engaged and you're not just using your quads alone. We've got 3 reps left. And last one, all right? Back into those lunges. We got 5 per side. Torso stays upright. Weight stays in the front foot. Good job, y'all. Holding it steady right there. Letting the quads burn. Got the blood flowing well. We just want to activate all the muscles we'll be using today. Hamstring scoops. Pointing that toe towards your face. Big exhale every time you reach. So we're shooting for around 5 per side this time. Excellent. And if you want to do a slightly longer or shorter version of that warm-up, feel free. Just listen to your body and take it at the pace that you need. All right, let's get into that workout. So this workout has got 3 rounds per superset, and we've got 3 different supersets. So a superset is 2 exercises with minimal rest between, and you're just gonna go one to the other, all right? So not resting much between, but taking longer rest after you've done both. And we're gonna hit your quads, glutes, hamstrings, a little bit of calves as well. So we'll jump right in. First off, we have got split lunges. So you're gonna go with your lighter weight or even body weight for these. And so you wanna really focus on finding that stance where when you sink down into your knee, you've got 90 degrees there. All right, and we're gonna shoot for 6 per side. So you're gonna come down, inhale down, big exhale up. Here we go. There's 5 and 6. Then we're stepping into that other leg. So with the body weight or your lightweight movement, you are focused on your form and focused on really hitting a lot of repetitions with that movement. As we come back up, we are going to grab our heavier weight and go into a goblet squat. So you're gonna hold your weight, whether that be 2 dumbbells up tall or 1 kettlebell or even 1 dumbbell held in the middle. I kind of like to hold mine flat here. We're gonna inhale down, big exhale up for 10 reps. Perfect, keep the chest tall. And last one. All right, we come up and rest a little longer in between. So you're gonna wanna listen to your body with this. Breathe deeply between those exercises before you rush into your next set. If you want to take your reps a little higher, you could go anywhere in the range of 12 total to 15 total of your lunges, and you could even take your squat sets higher as well. All right, we're going back to our split squat. Gonna start on the right leg, sink in the back knee, right down, 90 degrees. Switching sides, keeping the knee nice and square, pointed over that third toe. Shooting for around 6 reps with each one. Then we're picking up our weight. So another way that you can do this is to grab 2 dumbbells, hold it up tall, inhale down, big exhale up. Feet are about hip width apart. They could be wider, could be closer. Find what works well for you. We are inhaling down, big exhale on the way up. And last one, beautiful. All right, we'll shake the legs out. Give our bodies just a minute to cool down. And then we'll go into that third round of our movement. So back to the split lunges, 12 total reps. Inhaling down, big exhale up. Switching sides. Trying to keep them about evenly spaced. Really flexing through the quad, getting a deep stretch through your hip. And last one, coming up tall, grabbing the weights, keeping the back straight. Inhale down, big exhale up. We got 3 more. 2 more, last one. All right, breathe nice and deep. We'll go into our next 2 exercises. So we've got a Romanian deadlift for our heavier lift. We're gonna shoot for 10 reps of it. All right, so we're gonna send the hips back while keeping the chest open and the back nice and straight. So you'll get your heavier weight, center it between your feet, take a deep breath. Then we are going to exhale as we come up and squeeze the glutes tight. So you're keeping your chest open, not letting your back round. Breathe the floor away from you. Got 5 reps in. There's 6. Perfect. We're maintaining tension through the hamstrings the whole time. And you can rest your kettlebell on the ground in between if you choose to. All right, that's our 10 reps. We'll move that weight to the side. Second exercise, we're shooting for 15 reps. And you're going to do a lying hamstring curl. So you're gonna come down, grab your dumbbell, and place it right between the soles of your feet. Scoot back on your mat, and then lay facing the floor. So you wanna keep your hips pressed into the ground, and then squeeze your heels up towards your glutes. You can come up on your forearms, or you can lay nice and flat, shooting for a big breath out every time that we squeeze our hamstrings. We got 6 reps. Inhale, big exhale as you come up. Here we go, we got 9 and 10. Keeping it tightly squeezed between those feet. You could always go heavier with this or lighter for the more reps is what I recommend. Got 13, 14, big breath out. Last one, press those hips down, and 15 reps. Gonna come back up onto our feet, resting as needed, and then we'll go right back into our Romanian deadlifts. So remember, chest stays open, neck stays neutral. We're not looking up as we bend or looking way, way down. We're just kind of resting the gaze about 2 or 3 feet in front of us. So move that weight right to the center. We'll pick it right up and breathe the floor away from us. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep your elbows twisted out so you can lock your lats into the movement. Tension remaining in the hamstrings, really shifting the hips back generously towards the wall behind you. And last one, perfect. Catching our breath here, going straight into the next movement. We're gonna place that weight right between the feet. Press your hips into the ground. Big breath out as you curl it towards your hips. There's 2 and 3. There's 4. By now, you might be sweating. Leg exercises use a lot of muscle, and they're the largest muscles in your body too. So it makes sense that they would be extra tiresome. Here we go, we got 10 reps, 5 to go. 11, lowering with control, nice and slow. Perfect, last 2. Just 14, keep it squeezed. And 15, excellent. Coming right back up. Gonna breathe deep. You can do a few hamstring scoops. Kind of loosen everything up before you go into your final set. I'm gonna place that weight right between the feet. Big inhale, bracing your core tightly as you come down to pick it up. So we're gonna say this is rep 1 and 2, perfect. Big squeeze of the glutes at the top. It's called the lockout of your deadlift. Very important aspect because you want to make sure your glutes are engaged. Last 2. Big breath out at the top. Perfect. There's our last 10 Romanian deadlifts, sometimes called RDLs. Now we're gonna come down, squeeze that weight between the feet. So balance it right on top of the soles of your feet. A lot of people struggle with it. Once you've found that happy spot, think about squeezing your heels together as you raise. Big breath out, every single curl. As you go, you might find that you need more resistance added. You could also tie a band to a table or a chair, something that won't move behind you, and then loop that into your heels and use that as resistance instead of a weight. Works great. Got 10 reps, 5 left. Taking it one at a time. Here we go, last 2. Got 14, boom, and 15, big curl. Perfect, y'all. All right, we'll place our weights back. We have one final superset. So this time we're trying to hit more of the inner thigh and also glutes. So your heavy lift is going to be a sumo straddle squat. So your sumo stance is wider than hip width. Your toes are gonna be facing slightly outward, and you wanna think about sinking down into it while shifting your hips back, okay? So from here, your weight's gonna be in the middle. I like to use an alternate grip. So one hand is facing this way, one's facing the other, and you're gonna pull your chest open, all right? And we are gonna come up and right down. So you can touch your weight to the ground to make sure that you are getting good depth in that squat. You got 5 there, halfway. So make sure you're going nice and heavy with these. So you've got glutes engaged, inner thigh, quads, and calves for balance. Last one, perfect. Second movement we've got, we will do just body weight, but you can add weight by holding them up on your shoulders or down by your side. They are called Cossack Lunges. So we are going to do 10 per side, and you're gonna stay in that nice wide stance and just lean your hips back to the side. So you're gonna feel a deep stretch through your inner thigh and a little bit of flexion in your quads. Got 5 reps. Stay nice and low. There's 6. Weights shifted back into your hips. 7 and 7. Perfect. Last 2. And last one right there. Awesome. Then you breathe. So resting as needed before you jump into your second superset. You can go ahead and get your weight in place. Another way that you could do it is to actually use your dumbbells, push them together, and then just hold them like you would a kettlebell, but keep your elbows twisted out so your chest stays open. So we're gonna inhale down and exhale up. Trying to get good depth, going as low as we can while keeping our back nice and straight. Think about pushing the floor apart, just like with your goblet squat. Last 2. Perfect. We'll place those weights down, come into our Cossack Lunge. So if you want to weight this movement too though, you could hold them right up here and kind of shift side to side while you keep your chest nice and tall. Breathing deeply the whole time. We're halfway. Keeping those toes pointed outward. Weight is sinking back into your heels. Last 3 right here. Keep the chest tall. And last one, perfect. Breathe as needed. Kind of shake the legs out. Could do a few more hamstring scoops just to let the hamstrings unlock. And then we'll pick up our weight for our final straddle squat. So come nice and wide. Pop that chest open, back stays straight. Last 3. And 10. Perfect. Send that weight down. Back stays nice and straight. We're gonna lean into the hips. Coming into that Cossack Lunge. Perfect. 1 breath, 1 rep at a time. Got 6 per side and 7. Last 3. Lean in deeply into that glute. And last one per side. Perfect job, guys. So we will shake it out. We'll transition from here into our cool down. So I'm gonna have you come onto the floor. If you've got a mat or a rug, it's a great time to have a little extra cushion. One leg is going to forward fold in front. The degree of flexion in your knee could be really wide, could be really narrow, but you wanna have your other leg extended. That knee is nice and square into the ground. You're gonna press your hips nice and flat and just sink into it. This is when you wanna get control of your breathing. So think about a 3-second inhale and a 3-second exhale. If it feels comfortable to you, come on down to your elbows and make it a complete forward fold. And if you wanna take it even deeper, you can extend your arms and press into your lats. So we'll breathe here for just a moment. You are free to hold this stretch as long as it feels comfortable to you. And then we'll do that same one on the other side. So we're bringing other knee back, right leg is bent at whatever angle is comfortable for your body. Sinking down to the depth that feels right to you. Breathing deeply. So we've got 3-second inhale, 3-second exhale. Letting our heart rate settle. pressing palms into the ground if that feels right for you. You can even rock it a little side to side. Perfect. Finally, we're gonna come into a deep hip stretch. So we're gonna step one foot up. Everyone's degree of flexibility is going to be different. So if this here feels comfortable to you, great. If stepping out further feels good, go for it. We're just gonna rest the hands on the inside of the leg, and then you can let your foot fall to the side, kind of stretching through this side of your calf and opening up your hip. You can lean down into it and push that foot back over. And then we're gonna give it a little rock backward and forward so we can loosen up those hamstrings a bit. Again, only straightening to what feels comfortable to you. And we're gonna reverse that, do the same thing on the other side. So just pressing forward. You can let that foot fall over. Big breath out as you press your hips down towards the mat. Trying to sink down into your stretch. And we can rock backward on your heel, flexing those hamstrings just a bit, letting them extend. Perfect. So thank you all for joining me for this lower body workout. I hope your quads are on fire and your glutes are engaged. Have a great rest of your day.